Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds. Welcome you back to a tabletop veteran plays, where of course a tabletop veteran of 40 years plays the games that are based on his childhood memories. In this case, Dungeons and Dragons 4, Baldur's Gate 3. But yes, besides the multiple ash shot we managed to get here, let's go over a few things. We did pretty well in that fight, even though we kind of got messed up a bit, and I didn't have a chance to properly loot, so we'll be going over all this stuff as per usual. But one of the things I actually wanted to talk about was Halson over here. It's definitely liminal mental spaces. The thing is that the Dungeons and Dragons world is effectively one of our dream worlds, so it is already in a liminal state. Any being in there exists in a liminal thing. If there's a person named Gaming, it's a channel called Gaming University, which goes over in the Remediverse about different layers of storytelling, starting from the real world, going into a fictional world, and descending further, and how they might possibly interact at a level. You love Halson?
One day I'll catch a break.
I wanted to talk about Halson. Okay, so I went over the left-hand path, as we were talking about Deathly here, which is the path of where people where people leave the social norm in order to empower themselves, or essentially the individual goes against the group. Halson here actually represents the right-hand path. Now, if you don't know, right hand and left hand are Vedic terms. Originally, Vedicism is a 7,000-year-old religion. It predates everything, and the left-hand path is one of their terms where people leave the established schools of spiritualism. But the right-hand path, if you take it to more general Western thing, is where people use their strength to increase the social structure. In other words, they become champions of the order, the status quo, rather than challenging it for their own strength. And this is like Halson kind of represents the opposite. Now, you want to notice about this is that one of the things about Vedism is it doesn't have good or evil. It doesn't even have chaos or order in this case, because we're both combinations of them. What it has is two different modes of operating in life, and when in balance, usually you're going to get the same conclusions and the same actions. Both Halson and Hipster Dude here believe that the goblins and their god, the god behind them, or the pseudo-god behind them, Absolute, is disrupting the natural balance, and both want them gone. Yep, the trees of life, such as the heaven, his roots must go to hell. Yep. And in fact, Jung referred to that by saying, reinterpreting it for the West. A lot of what Jung did was reinterpret Eastern religions into Western, and then use this and use that mysticism in order to be able to explain further. Jung was the protege of Freud, but he believed Freud was caught up too much in his mother, etc., and needed to expand further. So it's actually kind of interesting. In any case, all right, so the Beastman, I want to examine that. Beastman's chain gives me animal friendship, which basically means convince a beast not to attack you, which is interesting, I suppose. I don't know if does anybody have I've got Speak with Dead. Seal doesn't have anything. You have Misty Step, which is good since I can teleport you out of a fight if I needed to. Silver Locket. Just a regular locket. Okay. Tell you what, you seem like the type that would like to be friends with animals. So let's go with that, alright? Alright, let's give this to Hipster Dude. We can. Yep. There you go. And of course, let's just drop this off. Alright. Okay. Because again, well, actually, I have a thing I might want to do. I'll try that later. There you go. Let's do a quick looting. Of course, we're taking all the bones. Now, why would people actually store bones like this if they were in food things? Is this like a trash container? It possibly is. But another scenario is that it is actually being saved for there are types of food that bone meal is used as. Bone meal is used as a flavoring or to increase the nutritional value, because marrow will actually have some. Alright, cool. Let's check the inventory on that one, because I'm really interested what that is. Where's the meat? Oh, it's got to be in the food pouch. Well, that's not good. Just meat, 6 pig's head. Suspicious meat. Oh, wait a minute. It would be best to believe this is just a very tall, very skinny pig. Yeah, the term for human meat, by the way. Bone makes for good flavoring. Yeah, it also bone marrow has an additional protein types that can be useful. If you're short on protein, grind up some marrow and throw it into your other meat, or stew if you've got nothing else, because that will produce something. But suspicious meat, by the way, yeah. The thing is, because human meat and pork are so similar on a molecular level, you can actually use pork. I mean, you can actually transplant pig organs into humans, which means is that the meat of humans will actually resemble that of pork. Yes, you can actually be a cannibal. Cannibalism, all right, so one day I may actually go into ritual cannibalism, which is actually a left-hand path process. In the real world, there are Vedics who are actually cannibals because they consider that to be the ultimate taboo of society. So therefore, if they, the thing is, I had the severed foot, that, okay, all right, there we go. So they will actually do that in an attempt to come closer to the chaotic forces of the universe. Of course, like I've stated before, it's incredibly nutritionally poor for you and more likely to get you a disease, which is entirely possible that a lot of them who have a reputation, I've forgotten the name of that particular sect, who've gotten that reputation for being crazy, have gotten that way because they picked up things like mad cow disease, which can in fact be taken from eating human work, or other forms. Like there's a type of prion that attacks the brain, which is endemic in African societies that practice cannibalism as a form of funerary. Yeah, they will actually eat part of the dead person. I have seen some human human. Goddamn, I'm stuck in D&D mode. I've seen some Westerners who actually did that for their own members of their own Dionysian cult. Needless to say, it's not something I actually recommend. No, it's just meat. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. No, yeah. Because people just aren't really that yummy, really, to come down to it. I mean, technically, if you've ever chewed on your own hangnails, you're a cannibal. You're eating meat, which is, of course, your own meat, which means you're not complaining. Yep, that's correct. That's one of the reasons why in Darkest Dungeon they used pigs in order to try to create human-like servitors, because they're the most compatible.
What's inside?
Wait, this one first. Right, so what are these? Blindbreaker boots, adrenaline rash. Once per wrath you dash, you gain wrath for 2 turns. What is wrath? Let's check. +1 damage to melee weapons for return. Ooh. That should definitely go. We give it to Karlak for now. I've already got the Hunter's Mark for her, so that should be easy enough. I'll take your stuff. Also,
eager for battle.
We're gonna make the bodies disappear.
Let's move.
Because I have actually chewed on my own hangnails deathly. Also, there are reports of from cannibals, both criminal and other societies, which indicate that there does in fact taste like pork, or possibly chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. Darkest Dungeon 1 is actually one I did do. The problem being it was not popular, so I ceased it part of the way through. But yeah. Let's get the water. It can always be useful. Okay. But yeah.
Let's get going.
I did like it myself, but the problem is I can see why it gets kind of repetitive. Oops, hang on.
Eager for battle.
Right, I want you to pick that up.
I will take my pick.
Revenge of the Dark is also kind of a cliche, really. Okay, so I want to break off Zeal, because she's going to be doing body duty. See, I've decided that I'm just going to start playing Hide the Body. Go.
Objective noted.
You get over there, we'll deal with that in a bit.
So that's progress.
Take her a while while she's encumbered. If I was doing, oh, 3. Do you have anything?
No traps, please.
Is DD2 radically
Maybe I need more
different
pockets.
from DD1? Definitely. I'm not sure why there's a single raspberry, but okay, I'll deal with it. But yeah, by the way, if you haven't noticed, this goblin over here is female, the one constructing the kids, so we might have actually killed kids, mother in front of them, or vice versa, depending on the order went.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Okay, so you've already got one body in there. So we're going to see, if you're gonna ask yourself how we're getting all these bodies in the small chest, we do in fact have an axe. Oh wait. Oh, go ahead, go check out one for me. You see, in my old days, I would do things like that. I would hide bodies, and then I would, like, arrange the skulls in a chest that I knew that people investigating were going to do that, all looking up at them, kind of kind of in a silent scream, just because I wanted, like, I want the goblins here to understand that they are, in fact, not the,
Lies within.
the villains. I'm the villain. Well, I can't take it. Oh well. Yeah, I think this one is what happens if you get put into prison. Is yeah, there's the prison cell, and we had the option previously of being able to surrender to the
I
authorities.
will take my pick.
Yeah, take it all. So I think what happens if we'd had surrendered to the authorities, we would have ended up going into this prison and having to break out, which I'm like, no.
I've got a long road ahead.
I mean, even if I just... Alright, hang on. Deal.
Oh,
You're on
enough
body duty.
waiting.
Go take
I
care of it.
crave blood. Found and taken.
I love I can just put that in a room.
Moving ahead.
I don't think there's anything in here, obviously. Prison cell. Why do they have a broken cupboard in here, I wonder? I mean, is it just to be kind of annoying? In that, you know, they give you furniture and it doesn't actually work. Roguelike, you take a wagon in the world in order to save it. That's actually like one of my RPGs once a day. We had a group that would just grab a wagon and just throw every piece of loot they could find into it, starting with people's clothing and working their way up. If you want to know where I get some of my inspiration from my looting.
How much farther can I go?
They would in fact do that. So yeah, they did some serious looting. In fact, they made more money by selling all of the random crap that
Action, not reaction.
all the random crap that they had in the world than they did the actual treasure or rewards. It's just hilarious. I mean, the thing is, it's in the rules. I mean, crafting, for example, you pay attention to crafting rules, you can literally print money as you can sell things for more than the materials that you pay for. It just takes time and equipment, or you can just gather them. I mean, there's people who I've had players just decide to make a log cabin because they could. Just stick it in the middle of the woods. And then one of them was actually planning on creating a toll booth on a popular road because it was technically between two
These things have stayed interesting.
different countries. Yeah, I miss tabletop. It's been almost a decade because COVID did not help. And it really hasn't been time, unfortunately. I have to gather the best player base. But I was. Somebody, all right, Keith, somebody once compared me to Gygax level when I was at my prime. They'd apparently played with him during a couple of tournaments. Mission levels are heavily into the emotional conflict of the confession, denial, obsession, resentment. Oh, sounds like a hell ride. Basically, an ordeal where you have to confront all of your baser shadow instincts. This is actually part of Left Hand Path and what got translated into Young. Now, take a quick recap on what we were doing here. We're under contract with we're under contract to recover Halsin. We're under contract to eliminate the leaderships of the goblins. Of course, I'm going to try to increase that to the point where we eliminate every goblin. The thing is, I gotta kind of... Yeah, he's doing graffiti there. Gotta kind of check every now and then. I mean, theoretically, Mirror Starion, why... Oh, seriously, are we this detached? Guys, just... group up here, people. No wandering off. Starion, do not go your own way.
What are they delaying for? Can't we just swarm the forest?
Drow wants to know exactly where those adventurers came from.
What are they doing? Hiding in trees? We'll smoke 'em out, no problem.
Right, burning down the forest is always an option when you're dealing with druids. Now, I'm gonna check something. I don't think we can get two of these guys by themselves, but I'm waiting for one of them to cycle back on the PC cartwheel, as it were, as I call it.
Go.
There you are. Thing is, I was quick about it. Not quick enough, unfortunately. This one has no one guarding his back. You can come over here. No, not a piercing strike. Where is it? Right, sneak attack. Oh wait, gotta hide first. Gotta wait. We're in her sight at the moment, so doing this all serial killer like. These are clear. Take the body and go. I like how we're just hovering here with the glowing red eyes.
I tell you, the scrying eye was looking at me all strange.
Right. What would some drow wizard in Moonrise want to look at you for?
Damn it.
Certainly you won't be because of your beautiful eyes.
What do they need to be looking at any of us for, is what I'm saying? We're all on the same side. Although we're gonna set the true soul on fire.
Huh.
They're drow. They're stuck-ups.
Okay, so the orb
Ignore 'em.
must be, I think we saw it earlier as
Throw
a
you to the
constant device.
spiders yet.
Oh, actually, that's something I want to try. Oh, let me check something. Yeah, there it is. Potion invisibility. I wonder if I can get the spiders to do. Well, hang on. I got it. So I got to murder. Let's keep to the shadows. Okay. I think we're good here. Sigh. Sigh. It did not work, unfortunately. And here I was hoping. Alright, we should actually go talk to Gut. She's one of our targets, and she's supposed to have talked to her previously anyways. Alright, so let's just switch over.
What to do? Breathe deep and move.
Well, you know, yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. And breathing deeply is how we actually get cardio going. Alright, so Raglan, I believe, is the hobgoblin somebody mentioned previously. Alright, so let's go to church, shall we?
Absolutely looking out for me now.
Now here's something I want to try. I want Astarion here. Not you. I gotta double click him to get this right. We can have him stealthed out while people are talking. Therefore, he could easily get to a position where he can produce a stealth attack if necessary. Basically, this used to be a thing I did all the time in role-playing games, regardless of the
No one stopped me yet.
setting. Of a sniper, always ready to take care of issues. Now, I might have to rewind a bit. Right. Okay, so let's talk to True Soul Gut, High Priest of the Absolute, 40 hit points.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she?
Good one.
Priestess Gut needs to touch you too.
Excuse me?
Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
You know what? We just met. It's a little early for edge play, okay? Why should I let you brand me?
Let's the faithful recognize one another quick sharp. That way nobody'll mess with ya. And it's charged with magic. Ordinary slobs can't see it. Only us that follow the Absolute. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting.
Okay, not into branding either. Actually, I'd rather not go through this.
Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't ya? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again.
Okay. Well, that's the thing about conversation. I mean, no narrative. I like games with a narrative. I don't really doesn't. I mean, I like games with combat. That's for sure. I like games with a challenge, but it's narrative. It'll draw us in. Could push deeper. Again, boundaries, but I'm the villain. Remember, I'm the villain. I mean, let's face it. I've been serial killing goblins for how long at this point?
Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around.
Just saying
Works
hi.
both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now.
That's
Maybe I could help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
okay. I kind of hope this is not going where I think it is. But yeah, the shadow. Yeah, it's shadows. That's not nothing to do with the parasite. I mean, this is Hipster Dude here. Shadowy thoughts are probably one of his biggest things. You can fix causing those shadows. Let's do that. All right.
With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything.
Really?
Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Hello, person I'm supposed to assassinate.
Is it like us?
We want the mark.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough
Yeah.
for the absolute?
If this absolute uses the tadpoles to speak to true souls, that makes them more than deviant. It makes them dangerous.
Yeah, the absolute, posing to be a god. All right. Yeah, that's I kind of. All right, it's hilarious, by the way, but I kind of with the I mean, with the oh god, I'll remember. I forgot what I was going to say. It'll come back to me. Yeah, one of the things that's been noticing about this is the absolute. All right. In Dungeons and Dragons, if enough people believe you're a god, you'll become a god. So whatever entity the absolute is attempting to gather enough faithful that they himself will become a god. Now, because I represent a god, as does Halsin, represents the god Shantia, I think, god of Sylvanas, sorry, god of wild nature. Shantia is out of snares. Yeah, definitely. So what happens is that you end up with, yeah, hang on.
Over there.
Seer, where is her? Uh-huh.
Very, very.
I'm going to insert. That's Darian. Have him ready to go with the crossbow, possibly even with the sharpshooter scenario. Yeah, and the thing is, in Dungeons & Dragons, level 20 characters who used to, if you get enough people to worship you as a god, you become a god, and it works for other entities as well because that power of faith or something like that. And I almost got spotted there, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so
Shall we?
all right, so we're gonna have him sneak behind here. Okay, so
Looking ahead.
let's walk right in.
See what
I wonder if
this
she's
does.
noticed we've stolen every single item in this room.
Wonder if the
cur-
gods are watching me.
I don't think she can because it's beyond.
Come here. I ain't waiting around.
You are waiting as long as I want you to wait. Yeah, I've stolen everything this woman owns, and she hasn't noticed. I love this game.
Ready to clear your head?
What exactly are you going to do?
Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell.
This is getting awkward. All right, let's see what happens.
Don't want a crowd of gawpers. Everybody else needs to leave.
Okay, so
Assume nothing.
you guys
Quickly
go ahead,
then.
because I've already got Darian in shadow form here. It's not like you guys can't just jump right back in anyways. For them ready to go here. Alright,
Can't give up now.
so let's talk to her now.
Ready to clear your head?
What exactly are you gonna do?
Whatever the Absolute tells me to.
All right, I'm ready.
Don't want a crowd of gawpers.
They can tell that Darian's here. Of course they don't trust it. Darian,
This calls for careful footwork.
Darian,
Keep your distance, darling.
why are you not? Is this gonna screw everything
Shouldn't
up?
have wished to live in more interesting times.
Ready to clear your head? Smart.
There you go.
All you need to do is open yourself to the absolute. And I'll do the rest. Don't want anyone peeping on private matters. So,
Oh, well, she just cast Wizard Lock.
there we go. Secret and safe. Well, secret.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric.
Okay, still your mind. Actually, what we're going to do... We're going to blur her in because what I'm going to do, I'm going to get to a point where I can break off character select and have Astarion stab her in the back. It doesn't matter what she
Sifting
learns.
deeper, she sees the mind flayer holding a wriggling tadpole to your eye. And then the vision lurches. And you are looking through her eyes as a tadpole squirms into her skull.
Helps! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain.
Then get it out of me.
Don't you worry. I've got everything I need to fix you.
That's my plan.
Might get a bit messy, though.
What exactly is your plan involved?
It involves you putting your trust in the absolute. Simple.
Let's do this.
You won't regret being a true soul.
Whoops.
You know the absolute don't like to touch nothing unclean.
Alvedic.
So drink this. It'll purify ya.
I think we're done here. Geld Arcana. What's the potion for?
It's a liquid blessing. It'll cleanse you. And it tastes better than that rock gut at the party.
No, I didn't drink any. Okay, passive mode. Sharpshooter, all in. Attack. Do it. Just hang on. If we do anything silly. What is it, Deathly? Be quick about it. I have a murder to commit. Uh-huh. Half-elves are not resistant to poison, Deathly. They're resistant to sleep and charm. Which means that that was a sleep or a charm thing. So my guess is she was planning to use a poison that knocks you out as anesthetic. And then, at best, try to do brain surgery, which is I'm not going to have her do. So, since she's got a open contract on killing her, you know what? I don't care. I will examine it when she's dead. Oh yeah, do not react. Do it. This will actually make it a crit. It's already a crit hit. Don't worry about it.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Mm-hmm. Astarion, you go to... Oh, yes, do it. That was fun. I think it's all we... Nope, nope. And we can actually do a half attack here. Okay. We throw. No. You can jump, however. I'm not sure I want to get on ice, though. Do it anyways. Now. This means that I've got... If she moves, I've got...
Blood comes easy these days.
It does, doesn't it? Or... good lesson. No, I'm not gonna push her out of there. Okay.
Victory awaits.
All right, you. You are my frog. Here, her.
Taste my fury. There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
That's my evil narrator.
What's in here?
No, no, not you. I have a plan.
Ignorance breeds madness.
Okay, there's a reason for that. Now we know that Vazil is so. Oh no, you can't do anything with these parasites. They're evil. We also know from scanning her during the time when we were about to turn into a mind flayer and didn't, that she's very insecure. We also know that she's probably wants more power as she's feeling that. So I'm actually going to have her take one of the parasites. Anyways, so absolute talisman aid. Huh. Take advantage on death throws. So +2 armor class, gains absolute brand. They have +1 bonus on saving throws. And they have heroism. Which is what? Make yourself a target immune to being frightened to gain 5 hit points each turn. And turns. That's actually not bad. Actually, what are you packing? All properly. You've got the glowing shield. Right. Short rest. Got it. Okay. Also got burning hands. Goes to Hipster Dude. Potion goes to Hipster Dude, which is why that goes to the camp. The potion of sleep. There you go. Designed to it was designed to knock us out. Okay. Actually, send it to Hipster Dude. He's got to read everything. Absolute talisman aid. Give that to Famine. I think it's actually that door we actually broke open already, but just steal it anyways. But yeah, heroicism would give us. It's definitely works for. It definitely works for the zeal because we've got her absorbing and hit points every time she hits people. You know, she's up to 36 from 34 because we have the flail absorbing it all. But this one, let's just take that for the moment. I think we should give it to Shadowheart.
There's no time to waste.
She's already got. All right, she's got the friendship one. Now we can send that to. You know who would like friendship? I think that Will would like to be friends with people. Okay, so Will be friends with people. But anyways, quick save. Also, we're gonna need to heal the body. Okay, quick save. Let's see.
Action, not
I
reaction.
want you because. Oh wait, we're still carrying around a body. I forgot about that. Wait. Did somebody else pick it up by accident?
Mind and, well, in it.
What?
Indolence breeds madness.
Silver tray. Put that to camp. Yeah. Bloody hell. Did we lose the parasite? Somebody has to have it. Did you just...
Blade close.
Did Astarion steal it again? Must have accidentally sent it to camp, which means we're going to have to go and get it at some point. But first of all, Bill's just carrying a body around. Alright. No, not you. You're supposed to give it to the Zeal. I'll transfer it to
Blackith's will be done.
Why? Because we're going to take both of those. And there's going to be this terrible accident. I don't know how it happened. It was just horrible. Priestess and this other goblin were right here, and there was a collapse in the bridge. They all fell out. It was just awful. Completely and utterly awful. Let's shove. We're up there. Oop. Oh my god. That was just terrible. This such an accident-prone place.
Still breathing. despite
Yeah,
everything.
Astarion.
Careful, I'm behind.
Yeah, I gotta freaking figure out what I did with it. I must have accidentally put it into camp. Astarion, go get that for me, would you? Yes, my cunning plans are all good, Keith. Every single one of them. They've all come to fruition, and my ability to rewind time means that is always true. I do not play Secret Legends anymore, simply because I don't have the time, and I really wanted to expand on the dragon pathway further, but the problem being is that it would take like 20 hours for me to grind to the point where I can get to it. And unfortunately, I don't have 20 hours of random time. Back when I did Secret World, I literally didn't have a channel or anything else going on. So I had all the time to basically sink into 120 hours. Where is that? There is Scratch, Black. Where is our storage? It's a bit annoying. Anybody see it? I don't like this setting much better. It's so messy compared to the other. I mean, I know in the basic cave where everything is. No, be here somewhere. Does it? Yeah, days without accidents 0. Yep, that's what the plan is. We're gonna all of these unfortunate accidents that keep happening at this base. I mean, OSHA would have a field day. Do you see any single handrail on any of the guessing we're gonna have to put this on the side. I can't. I know it was fun. It was kind of my innocent days. It's where the channel came in originally from. Yeah, it was literally from a woman named Griff who used to have a small channel herself, who was really into the game, who
Very well.
who did one of the most important walkthrough, one of the most important missions, one of the freakiest ones. I actually bent the game around a bit so it would make sure it was my 100th one, dedicated to her, about just how detailed the game was, about little things like how it compares to real conspiracy theory, how it refers to real events that are in the underworld. I mean, not little underworld, the hidden parts of human society. And I just got obsessed with it. And the thing was, it's always been like on the verge of dying for years now. I don't know if I can get that far.
Tread carefully.
And the problem is that killing him would be difficult.
On tippy toes.
No, the problem is the Cultist Simulator. I've technically done everything. The base game. To go further, I'd have to go for alternate endings.
Not as bad as it could have.
Okay, so this is something I wanted to experiment with. Now I need to get everybody except Therian higher level
Moving in.
first. So don't forget the new Cultist Simulator sequel, Traveling at Night, will be appearing rather quickly. So, Therian,
Watch your back.
while they're moving about, I want you to come
Watch
over
your
here.
back.
So I might have to go into mods, see what I can do about that, or Cultist go do the next Exile run, which I attempt to become one of the Edge Dyads. Okay. Now I want you to lockpick that.
Easy.
Put the spiders out. Play. I want to see if they attack the goblins. Yes, I love Cultist Simulator, but come on.
Interesting.
Team Uninvisible?
Oi! That stays club. Oi! That stays closed.
Okay, so
Spiders ain't exactly
it is correct that we would in fact have that happen. The thing is, I think Gale has an open spell. I don't know if it just unlocks or opens the door. Desperately want to get this open so I can get the spiders to go on a rampage. Deniable actions. Like, it's just, again, a very accident-prone place. That is insane. Anyways. Good Lord. Okay. What happened? Your ball.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Pop back. Gale's got wizard lock. I mean, knock. It's possible I can get him to magically open the door, unlock it behind me, and then have invisible Asterion. So The person we should switch out is probably... Crying out loud, where is everyone? Karlak, Bell, Gale. Okay, Gale's right there. Let's go talk to Gale.
Need to find a way forward.
Let's switch him out for Shadowheart.
What's on your mind? Oh, nothing would give me wonderful.
If I remember properly, I chest him out
I have
there.
a magic touch.
You do, actually. Okay. Need to see if he's got... Knock, there it is. Unlock an object that's held together by a mundane lock. Take out... Wave, Witch Bolt. Take out Witch Bolt, put in Knock. Transfer back. Okay. Where'd he come up this way? In you, my good friend. Break you off. Can you cast a spell from here?
Such a long way down.
Isn't it? Wait. I don't know if we can actually see it. Third. Go. And that's not what it had. Knock. Seriously? Third. You should, good friend, knock and not that. And these things go to hell. Let's take Scorching Ring. Things will go to hell. The question is hell that we want to do. Okay, so save. Not throwing anything. No. Get rid of those sight. Alright. Try it from this angle.
On my way.
Because locked doors I should be able to make a spiders happen. Seriously. It's just waiting to happen. Can't do it from up here. So he will have to break hide. He will have to try to do it down here.
Wait. Not this again.
It's that again. Yep.
Lock you tampered with remains intact. The same may not be true of you once this guard decides your punishment.
So you can't actually do that, unfortunately. Could, but that puts us in with the spiders. Ah, but we could do... We could try to unlock it from that room. I don't know if it's going to automatically notice we're doing it, but let's give it a whirl. I mean, I know I could butcher everybody here and just probably slaughter my way through the entire thing, but it's just not as much fun. And games are about having fun. My fun happens to be to cause terrible things to happen to people I don't like. Yeah, we can actually go through here, I forgot.
Certainly.
The best way to look at it would probably be...
You've got the wrong man for this.
No, but just hang on with it, man. Hang on. Yep. Spiders will leave us alone, but... Excellent. Now it's unlocked. Oops. Probably go.
A vandal's been damaging property around here. You have a feeling you're under suspicion.
Can't do that, unfortunately. Darn it. Basically, I'd have to find a way to do this. Although, getting everybody to run over there and that's like detonating something would be... Oh my god. We do that. We have everybody run over there, and we put a barrel of explosives by it. Problem. They've got this set up so it's almost impossible, unfortunately. Because I'd love to be able to do this, but probably just move on to the next thing.
Is that blood?
Notice that the hobgoblin I think we're looking for is in the back room. Let's head that way. Shall we? Wait, Ithilid powers. Oh, I activated it. Ooh. There it is. I need to go to, Zeal. How to find.
Assume nothing.
Save as per usual before doing anything possibly stupid. I could knock. The problem is they're tracking the knock, so the only way to do it would be have him be invisible. Basically, have him cast knock, then do the invisibility potion and walk away. Then hang on this. Aha! She won't do
An
it.
efficient path.
Excellent. Well, at least that's consistent with her character.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yeah, okay, so we just can't use that door. I guess we'll use the open one.
On my way.
Okay, that looks important. Again, it really should. You know, just let's split item 2. Pop it over to Ryan. Looks a little peaked.
Well, hello.
There we go. Okay,
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
check something. Into the ship. Ah.
Gently.
Yeah, we have the Ogre Rampage Horn too, so if it gets to mass combat, we will be summoning. I know what they're doing here. I don't think I want to know.
What have we here?
Take out the torch. Iron. Abra. Candles. Time to loot.
I'll just help myself.
Now everybody's locked down there waiting for me to do a cutscene. Yeah, that's a little weird, but do. Yep, I'm sure it's very interesting. Absolutely enthralling. And it's so enthralling, nobody has noticed me basically stealing everything. Now, remember, I threatened to do a series called Asterion Steals Everything. I think we're already starting that. So this, Dragon's Grasp, it's going to be slightly less likely to hit. It's only +4 to +9. But if I can actually set people on fire, it will do just... Oh, it's only does 4 points of damage. I don't think it's... There you go. Yeah. What, the series of stealing everything? What can I say? I'm old school. Just at Razlin. I don't know... Okay, smoke powder barrel? Definitely. Do they notice? Alright, that's on the plan. 2 of them? Dear gods, we don't need to. I don't know how many explosives we have. It's probably... No, you can never have too many explosives. I'm not gonna chuck the chest at Ace. I'm gonna chuck the barrel. In fact, I believe with Zeal is the best. Yes, we do. Yeah, we're stealing all their food. I'm good with that. Oops, accidentally. Yeah, I can actually pick up these things by accident. You know, just give that to Carl, actually. I haven't actually gone back to the merchant.
Vacant as an orc skull.
just love the fact you can have a thief literally stealing everything when everybody's distracted. That's how I used to play. I used to I refuse to do standard narratives. I bend the narrative to fit my needs.
It is, as they say, empty.
Yeah, I'm also going to sell all these containers back to the Goblin Merchant. Because he's got the cash, and honestly, I'm not going to sell him anything worth. I don't want the goblins to have anything. Make firewood out of this. I don't care. Alright, so let's take this out. If I need to make a hasty exit, I can. Did turn it off. Excellent. Can't get that one over there, unfortunately. Chopped her in half. Before we do anything silly. Yeah. Treasure chests. Crates. Sorry. Oh my. Oh, well, let's begin. Just grab everything. Count it later. Okay. Oh, we have infernal iron. Make sure we close the door behind us. Nobody suspects anything. Yeah, I think we stole their entire treasury here. Okay, so let's give this to Karlak. 60 iron, 502 gold. Just send that to Dude. I'd like to have. Okay. Celine's Dream. What does that do? One through 8 healing. Where is it? Ally gain hit points and possibly falls asleep. Meh. Use it out of combat, we'll be fine. Definitely don't want to give it to one of the clerics, because that would heal. So let's give it to Will. Like the sword. Gloves of the Growling Underdog. The wearer gains advantage of melee attacks when surrounded by 2 or more foes. Strength saving throw +1. I think Cook's already got something. So, what are you wearing for gloves? Gloves of Power. You bane every time you hit on someone. So, yeah. Got the Gloves of Thievery, which are obviously gloves of archery. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't fight people. That's always good. Spring Step. Dashes are become to gain momentum for 3 turns. Okay. Alright, these will pop over to the camp. Figure out what to do with them later. Okay. So, also the jewels. Okay, so I think we did serious damage here. So what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Cash. 575 gold, which isn't enough to get stuff I wanted from the Zentrum. I'm gonna have to we're gonna put a Asterion. Hello, you. I'm gonna stay in here, hiding behind this, looking for a good shot, if not a sound. Then we'll pop over to us.
What now?
So
assume nothing.
Bubbling cauldron. I don't need 2 smoke barrels. I'm thinking. I can carry one though. That's always fun. All right. So this one gives us 50 bonus hit points. This one, bonus. Got to figure out if I can do this properly. This one. We don't have the brand. Make yourself immune to frightened and gain 5 temporary hit points each turn for 10 turns. Yeah. Let's try that. I know it's uglier, but
no time to rest.
No.
If not over, then through.
Play the game. What did you say? That's a mind flayer corpse, like you said.
I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the absolute.
Notice you can see him hiding in the background over there.
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Gesundheit.
Must be reading it wrong. Suga na sukok.
The
Baka.
hobgoblin turns to you,
Dahulba.
and the parasite
Hobgoblin,
squirms in your skull.
hobgoblin rap.
You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before.
Okay.
The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
Yep, another true
He
soul.
doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
Actually, yes. Study the corpse. Was this the mind flayer that tortured you?
This mind flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
Looter's camp is probably the
You
Druid's Grove.
suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid.
So that's the weapon.
The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Absolute's clutches.
Probably a good idea. Let the ceremony proceed. I want to see what this guy does.
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse, speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulkok hank.
Question is, does the Absolute in fact provide clerical powers, or is this coming from another source?
The hideous
determines whether it's
corpse
divine or not.
rises, tentacles writhing.
Talk about Evil
Your
Dead.
heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer.
Ooh, and we've got the, definitely. Let's try to take control of the son of a bitch. Go. I see. But our forbidden knowledge actually would have got it automatically, so studying dark text is a good thing.
Raxlin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Raxlin's voice, you ask.
Well, this is interesting. What are you doing in Faerun?
What were you doing in Faerun?
Raxlin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Githyanki. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed
So,
carefully.
the hobgoblin is controlling the corpse, and I'm controlling the hobgoblin. And probably the artifact is controlling me, so that's 4 chains. Why were the Gith chasing that ship? Was the Absolute.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
Well, that seems bad.
What in the...
Suspicion floods Raxlin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
So we're probably pushing it. Who's the Absolute who killed you? I know if I do who is the Absolute, he will completely lose his shit, but let's see what happens.
Who is... Who? You're no true soul.
Master Tech thoughts on him?
I won't take this disrespect lying down. I'm the boss.
I want to turn when I
I'm
kill
the
him, definitely.
absolute right hand.
I would never deceive the Absolute's right hand.
Right hand, huh? Sounds like word spreading. You're right. You're a real true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No, no! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all of that glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name.
Minthara.
She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her.
You know what? I'm just gonna say, consider it done.
Praise the absolute.
Yell troops. Well, that
These
happened.
cultists seek a weapon. Could they mean the artifact that we carry?
Devil's Advocate
If
is
that's the
inspired.
case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
Listen. The absolute.
Okay, that was interesting.
Our enemy.
Group up.
Shoot first. Shadow. With the dead.
Oh, come on, people.
And streams will flow with their blood.
There we go. That was weird. Okay. Oh, we're just... Don't mind us. We're just...
And they'll know. See.
Wait, hang on. I gotta take a quick break, definitely, alright? I'll be right back, guys. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.